podcaster. Oh, it's a goodie tonight. It's Monday, so we opened up the forbidden folder, but we asked, do you have a sex room? And got some incredible people coming forward to talk about their adult rooms. We also had a very funny skit from Liam about Bluey, and we got your most unhealthy dinners in Australia. Enjoy.
Live across Australia.
Weird fact, Elon was there, splitting in the grass. He was with Amber Heard. Cool.
Sorry.
Oh, sick one.
This is Late Drive with Ben, Liam and Bell.
No, I just absolutely got shat on national radio. That was nice. On Nova.
Yep, g'day Australia. It's a new week.
Big conversation around Bluey at the moment, Ben and Bell. Obviously, a kids show, adults love it too, you know, tackles a lot of life lessons, people learn from it. And the question is, like, when is it too late for kids to, you know, stop watching Bluey? And that's why they've actually come out with an adult version of the show now. So this is, you know, not for the little kids. It's more for that intermediate age. So it's a bit tougher, and there's valuable life lessons in it. But the first episode I saw, I want to put my hand up and say I thought it was awful.
Really?
A bit of a tearjerker, but I was like, oh, this isn't what I want for my cartoons. Yeah, let's see what you think of it.
Ring-a-ding-ding, you're speaking to the king. How's things, Clifford? Hey? An accident? What kind of accident? Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. What am I going to tell the girls? Oh, this is going to destroy him. No, it's all right. Thanks for letting me know, mate. Here we go. Dad! Bluey. Bingo, sit down, girls. I've just had some bad news from the dog track. It's about your mum. Mum! That's right, girls, yeah. Mum. Oh, God. Don't know how I'm going to say this. Mum was working a late shift at the dish lickers. Wentworth, race 3, coming around the outside of the track. Come on, King! She broke her leg. They've had to put her down, girls.
I miss Mum.
Me too, Bluey. Me too. But this is just a valuable life lesson to learn.
I don't want a valuable life lesson. I just want an ice cream.
I know, Bingo. I want some ice cream too. Come here. Mum's up in the kennel in the sky now. She's always going to be with you in your heart.
Remember, I'll always be here for you, even if you can't see me, because I love you.
Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part.
So yeah, Bluey's mum dies in the first episode, and I just thought, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, that was confronting.
Awful.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. That's the adult version of Bluey that they're bringing out. The ABC had nothing to do with that, by the way. I just have to legally say that.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
Now, it's that time on a Monday night when we open up the forbidden folder.
13-24-10. I don't know how many calls we're going to get for this. Do you have a sex room?
A what?
Like, think, you know, in 50 Shades of Grey, how he's got like a room. Yeah.
An adult room.
An adult room.
An adult playroom.
Yep.
So, like, got like 8-ball in there and Scalextric and that kind of stuff.
Some chairs.
Chairs.
No. Yeah, not Scalextric, yeah.
Would there be swings in there?
There would be swings in there, actually, yeah.
If you want that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. You see them in the movies and that sort of stuff. I don't know if people actually have them in real life. I suppose you could. You wouldn't have to like put it in the designs for the home. I'm sure it could be just like a spare bedroom, and then you dress it up with some weird carpet and stuff.
Does the carpet have to be weird?
I don't know how you do it.
I thought maybe you'd do like lino.
Well, yeah, that would actually make more sense.
Because you think carpet, you know.
Well, you put a little fireplace in there. You'd probably put some mood lighting in there.
Yeah, true. Well, there was that Netflix series, How to Build One. So they are definitely out there. We'd love to meet you if you've got one, 13 24 10. You know what? We'll give you a prize for your time. We'll give away some NutriBullets if you give us a buzz and you've got a special room. We'll give you a NutriBullet.
You could use it in your room.
Honey, I got a NutriBullet. Oh, great. How'd you get that? Oh, I just had to call the station and tell them about the room.
Oh, no, people are not supposed to know about that.
This is definitely a long shot, but 13 24 10. Have you got an adult room?
Fiona, in Melbourne, you've got one.
So I don't actually have one, but one time we were house shopping and we went to a house viewing and we noticed a secret sort of door in the garage. And when we opened it up, it was stairs down to a room filled with just random couches and things that hadn't been touched for years.
Okay.
I mean, that could just be a rumpus room. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
who's to say?
Yeah.
Unless there's a swing hanging off the ceiling. Or...
Okay, there doesn't always have to be
I think
a
there's
swing.
swings involved in them.
Was there a swing, Fiona?
No, there wasn't.
Sounds like you got yourself a run-of-the-mill rumpus there. You got a rumpus on your hands. Dan, in Melbourne, you've got one.
Yes, I sure do, guys.
How long you had it for, Dan?
About 2.5 years. Built it myself.
Oh, wow.
You know, sometimes like, oh, he's such a good dad. He built a cubby house for the. You're like, I'm building a sex room.
Well, you also, yeah, adult cubby house. Dan, are you a bachelor or do you have a partner?
No, I've got a wife, 2 kids, but I'm a carpenter.
Okay, and the kids, obviously, just it's out of bounds. They wouldn't have a clue this room exists.
Correct. It's got 2 deadbolts on it.
Whoa.
So there's no way
Awesome.
of getting in or out.
Oh.
Whoa. So, just quickly,
Not many
though.
people know about this room.
Yeah,
Okay.
just quickly, you know, at a certain age, I mean, you wouldn't think it's that, but like you're going, why is that room always locked? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on in there? What's behind there? You got a swing?
Well, I've got a swing, but it's a bit more discreet because I left like a eye bolt, if you know what that is. It's like a little hole that's bolted into the ceiling, and I can sort of hook the sex swing on and off.
Okay.
So that's definitely like if worse comes to worse and we need to get in there and, you know, I don't want too much suspicion, but the bed might give it away though. That's the drama.
Yeah.
Right. So you could say that's for the boxing bag, and when I get worn out, I have a lay down.
When you
know?
say the bed, is it just a regular bed or has it got a couple of attachments on it?
So I thought it'd be funny to have the bed head with the hands and the head cut out, and it's on hinges, so it sort of swings up and down, sort of like back in the day. You know,
like
when
stocks?
jesters. No, you know when like jesters
Yeah.
get thrown.
Yeah, the tomatoes. They get put in the stocks. Yeah.
Exactly right. I mean, my wife has a sheet over it, but again, when we do, which is rarely, get to use this room, it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, because that's the thing, Dan. A lot of parents find it hard just to find some sort of time to get anything done with kids. Do you send the kids away for the weekend? How do you manage it?
Well, one goes to the grandparents and the other one's at childcare.
Okay. Yeah, and then you get her into the stocks.
But it's during the day, so if you got to be really in the mood, you know.
Dan, you know, you guys sound pretty adventurous. I mean, you don't have to get into it if you don't want to, but do you mind us asking what your wife does for a crust? I mean, you're a carpenter yourself.
She's a stay-at-home mum.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you're just regular, everyday Australians who just happen to have a big sector.
So I guess, Dan, you could say that's the office. That's the home office.
Well, I just say to storage unit. I'll just put all of our, you know, all the trinkets and everything that we accumulate with the kids, everything goes in there. So nobody bats an eye. So when we've got friends and family coming over,
Yeah.
it's a storage room, you know. Nobody thinks 2 things of it, you know. Nobody wants, hey, let's...
It's just heavily
It's
deadbolted.
just a very guarded room with mirrors on the ceiling, but it's just a run-of-the-mill storage facility.
Good on you, Dan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dan, for giving us a buzz. You know what? We'll give you a NutriBullet, the #1 personal blender brand in the world.
Enjoy, Dan.
Awesome, thank you.
No worries.
Oh, man. Well, look, we do have another call from Anonymous now. You found a family member has a room.
So after my grandfather sadly passed away, we finally got the key to this room that we've been waiting my whole life to unlock.
Oh, mystery room.
We get this key, we open the door, and it is a full-on sex room. Twins, handcuffs, like you name it. It is all in there.
You had a nasty grandpa.
Wow, was he really posh and you wouldn't know, or was he a little bit dirty?
No, he went to Sunday church every week. We never expected it. More so, it was kind of surprising knowing that my grandmother would have been.
Gee whiz, yeah. And because most elderly people, they modify their house, so they have like little rails for themselves so they can not slip in the shower. But
well, you would think you'd be on bed rest, not swing rest. But
this is true. This is true. Yeah, your grandparents had an accessible sex dungeon. It was like, there was like a nice little ramp there, so they could just easily get in there and then close the door off and go hell for leather.
Good on them. Good on them.
That bit was Baby Gronk approved.
13 24 10. Secret rooms. Give us a buzz if you've got a secret room. Give us a buzz if you found a secret room.
Maybe you had to build a secret room for someone. We were talking about sex rooms before.
Yeah, and we got this caller. They didn't give us their name. They stayed anonymous, and they found a secret room.
so after my grandfather sadly passed away, we finally got the key to this room. It is a full-on sex room.
It was a secret room that also happened to be a sex room. But now it doesn't have to be. We're changing the rules. So, you see in the movies, Batman, like, he pulls the book and the bookshelf opens and then he goes down a slide into the Batcave.
Yep.
It would be cool if those sorts of things existed on somewhat of that level.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I've always wanted, like one day far away in the future, if I ever get to build a house, I would love to put a secret room under the house.
With what in it?
Would it be a secret, Belle?
Okay. I've always wanted like a secret bar. I think that would be really cool. Like with a bookcase and then you move the bookcase and it's like a nice bar behind that. That would be awesome.
All right. 13 24 10. If you've ever found a secret room, if you have a secret room and you want to remain anonymous, give us a buzz. 13 24 10. We've got prizes up for grabs.
Kate in Sydney, you had a secret room.
I had a secret room growing up. I had my own little Narnia. I would open my cupboard, push my clothes to the side, and there was a staircase going up to the attic.
That's so cool.
Dude, no way.
It was the coolest hangout room. I tell you what, I had some social clout.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, inviting, because people would, I assume they would hear about the room at school and then everyone would want to get invited to your house to go into the room.
There's just something, I think, inside everyone that hears Kate's room there and you get excited. The idea of opening the cupboard, pushing the clothes aside, and then there's a staircase up, that's exciting.
Now, I'm assuming, obviously, Mr. Tumnus wasn't living in there, Kate. What was actually up in the room? Did you have like a TV sort of hangout area in there, or...?
Yeah, I moved up a little mattress and a little stereo. I didn't have a TV, but I had my little stereo.
Sick.
Oh, very cool.
That's cool.
I
mean, like, if you're building a house and you're not putting a secret room in it, what are you doing?
I don't think everyone can, but
Sharon in Melbourne, you found a secret room in your grandma's house.
Yes, I did. My brother and I found it. It was like inside, or just outside the kitchen, and you looked up, and if you stand on the door handle, you could get up into it.
Yeah.
So we got up into it, and it was like a library that the books looked like they were like so old.
Yeah.
One that we found was like nearly 100 years old.
Oh.
And what we could work out is that my grandfather built the house, but then he died shortly after they were married.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. Maybe he set it up so for when they had kids or something like that. And I don't even know to this day if my grandmother even knew that it was there.
Yeah, right. Because... that makes sense if your grandfather had built it, because for a while there I was thinking maybe grandma's a secret witch.
Yeah,
because when you're talking about books that are like hundreds of years old, maybe there's spells in there.
True. I'm more concerned about standing on the door handle.
Elise joins us in Melbourne. Your parents had a secret room.
Yes, they do. Oh, they still do.
Mm.
It's in the spare bedroom in the robe. My dad has cut out a little secret door with you can't even tell it's there except for her little leaves are at the top, and then when you open it, it's got a pool table inside. It's all lined walls and everything, and a couch in there in the roof cavity.
That's sick.
Unfortunately,
cool.
I was 14 when we found out about this, and we weren't allowed to use it. So
I built it to get away from you kids.
Yeah. That's
Thanks.
definitely what it was built for.
Thanks, Elise.
If you put on our podcast as you go to sleep, this one's for you. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Give us a buzz, 13 24 10. How did you know it was over before it was over? If you were in a relationship and you had that inkling, you thought something's not quite right here, and you called it before you got dumped, give us a buzz. We do have NutriBullets to give away, the #1 personal blender brand in the world. We're doing this because, as we know, Hugh Jackman and his now ex-wife, Deborah Lee Finesse, have split.
Which I'm still devastated about.
Really?
Yep.
Genuinely not really big into celeb stuff.
Really?
But I was like, I thought they were forever. You go to like his show and stuff, and you just be like talking about how much he loves his wife and like has slideshow and stuff.
Yeah.
If anything, it was a bit much.
I feel like Hugh would still be sad about breaking up with Deborah.
Well,
Because he's such a genuine guy.
I don't know, because it was 27 years of marriage, but now he's got that rumoured girlfriend who was his Broadway co-star.
I don't know about that.
And an insider source has said that apparently Deborah had an inkling about this now rumoured girlfriend for ages and was like, oh, yeah, nah. Like, they were just spending a lot of time together. I had a feeling that there was something going on, and she called it.
That's what happens. Like when Ariana Grande was with that dude, and then she was hanging out with SpongeBob on the stage.
That's right.
These actors, they do these stage shows, and they leave their partners. That's what they do.
It's Hollywood. It changes them.
Ariana's had a tough run, so, I'm just happy she's happy.
All right, 13.
I tell you who's not happy. SpongeBob's wife and kids that he left like a hotcake for Ariana Grande.
13 24 10. That is our number. How did you know it was over before it was over?
Nikki in Adelaide, good evening. You knew before it was over?
Hey, yeah. Basically, he just blocked me on everything. My number, Facebook, everything. I still haven't heard from him 10 years later.
Whoa.
Now, I feel like he was trying to drop a hint there. That's actually very astute of you to pick up on that, because a lot of people, that would they'd just be like, back at home at the apartment going like, where's Glenn? Haven't seen him in days.
Nikki in Melbourne, how did you know before it was over?
So the last time I'd seen him was last weekend, and then I didn't see him at all throughout the week, which was very unusual. And I just kept getting excuses on I'm staying at a mate's place, or no, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then I was even in hospital, didn't even care about that, nothing. And then yesterday I finally spoke up and said, what's going on? Are we all right? Are we still together? And he turned around and he said, honestly, I don't know. I have to think about it. And then messaged again an hour later saying it's over.
Oh, Nikki. I mean, that sucks. I'm sorry. It's so fresh. I feel like we should give you a NutriBullet now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could probably find one of those.
Yeah, you know what, Nikki? Would you like a NutriBullet for your troubles?
Sure.
Okay, well, it's all yours. The #1 personal blender brand in the world. We've got more of those to give away. 13 24 10. How did you know it was over before it was over?
Chris in Melbourne, how did you know before you officially got told?
How are we, guys? Well, about 10 years ago, I was saving with my partner. We were looking at buying a house. And then I've come home after work. This is a few months into it. And there was no electronic email contracts or anything. That's when you had the folder from the bank. I saw that on the bench and had a look, and it was for a home loan in her name. So she'd bought an apartment, and then we had a chat about it. And then about a week later, similar to the caller before, got a text message saying, I'm moving out next week.
I bought a house.
I mean, she was organised.
Our paper trail.
Yeah. Chris, thank you very much. Keep your calls coming if you've got one. 13 24 10. How did you know it was over before it was over? Lauren in Melbourne, go for it.
Well, he bought a ticket to a music festival, and we were meant to be going to Bali, and he left me at home.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
So you were supposed to be going to Bali, and then he bought the music ticket, or was it both?
At the time, we were planning to go to Bali, and then he decided he got a better deal and went to a music festival. So
Do you remember what festival it was, Lauren?
If I'm allowed to say, it's BTV.
Yeah, you can say that.
It's a bloody good one. So, you know,
it's a good
no,
one.
that's what I mean. Depending on the year with the lineup, you know, it's sort of excusable. Oh, well, yeah.
I think every year's good, but
yeah, well, yeah. What we're just saying is we can sympathise, and we're sure it's not, you know, it's not all you, Lauren. So feel better about it. Kelly in Melbourne, how did you know before you knew?
Well, my partner went to Sydney for a business trip, and then before he went away, we kind of hooked up. And then he went to Sydney, and then when he came home, we were lying in bed, and I put my hands down his pants, and he fully groomed and stuff in a totally different way. And I was like, hang on a second. Before he went to Sydney, it wasn't groomed. When he came back from Sydney, it was groomed. And
But how do you know, Kelly, that he wasn't just freshening up for you to come home?
Oh, no. That's what he said. But then I found out later on that he definitely wasn't freshening up for me. He was freshening up for his girlfriend. So
He could have been going on some sort of, you know, pube changing mission. Like maybe there's someone who, you know, there's a lot of good salons and stuff in Sydney. I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought maybe he was in the hotel room and he thought, you know what, I'm flying home tomorrow. I'm going to surprise Kelly.
Nah,
Yeah.
no guy does that. If he's manscaped, it's for someone.
Wow. Okay, Kelly. Sorry to hear that. We're going to give you a NutriBullet.
Woohoo! Thanks. At least I got something good out of it.
You're on Nova.
W's in the chat for this pod.
I think mushroom risotto.
I reckon fish fingers. Bangers and mash.
Winner, pick their dinner.
Yep, it's going to go off this year. I can feel it.
This year?
Yeah. I don't know about tonight, but this year for sure. What we do is we call a random Australian. If you can pick what they're having for dinner, we pay for yours. Jess in Melbourne, what do you think the stranger's going to be eating tonight?
Maybe bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
Safe bet.
It's a good hearty dish for a Monday night. I think last week we had chicken cacciatore and someone said chicken Kiev, and we're like, oh, it's the closest we've been.
Fingers crossed for bangers and mash.
Hello.
Oh, g'day, how you doing? It's Ben, Liam and Bell here from Nova.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, what are you having for dinner tonight?
Probably a coffee.
Ooh, that doesn't sound healthy.
If you had to eat something, though, if you had to put a meal in your guts, what would it be?
Cheeseburger? I don't know.
Cheeseburger. Unfortunately, we were looking for bangers and mash, which would have been pretty crazy if you went from coffee to bangers and mash.
Are you doing night shift or something, or you just don't like to organise dinner? Or
No, that's just a standard dinner because I'm too tired to cook.
Right, yeah.
I feel like that's probably all that caffeine late at night is adding to all this tiredness. Do you know what I mean?
No. You have a coffee and a sleeping pill and it works a treat.
Ah.
No, what are you doing to yourself?
Quite the cocktail there.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that one, Emma. Imagine if Jess, for when we picked the dinner, said, I reckon they're going to be having a coffee and a sleeping pill for dinner. We'd go, no one does that.
I feel like to be a responsible show, we have to say, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't have that cocktail before you go to bed. We play again next week.
You like that feeling in your ear holes? That's the Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
A lot of people might be getting ready to have dinner listening to the radio. We want to find Australia's most unhealthy dinner tonight. If you reckon that's you, 13 24 10. Are you having Australia's most unhealthy dinner?
We're just doing winner chicken dinner as we do on a Monday, and I think we may have already found it.
Yeah, Emma was their name, and this is what they are having for dinner.
Have a coffee and a sleeping pill and it works a treat.
Ah.
No, what are you doing to yourself?
Quite the cocktail there. Coffee and a sleeping pill.
We can put that aside because I don't think we're actually going to beat that, to be completely honest. That's truly heinous. But if you're like, yeah, look, my weekend's just sort of rolled into my week and I'm just being an absolute pig tonight. 13 24 10. Can you beat the rest of the country? Are you having the most unhealthy dinner in the nation?
And you know what? Let's pay for your dinner to the most unhealthy
Yeah,
person.
okay.
We'll shout you dinner. We've got Guzmani Gomez vouchers to give away so we can cover your dinner for you.
That's a great dinner to replace your horrible dinner. 13 24 10. If you reckon you're having Australia's most unhealthy dinner, give us a buzz.
Peter in Endeavour Hills, could it be you?
Yeah, g'day guys. So this was going back a while ago now. For about 3 months straight, I had cooked up like a big batch of taco mince, and I was basically just eating that, and I portioned it up, and I was eating that for 3 months for dinners, because, cost of living at the time.
But you get that old El Paso mix in there, and I feel you, brother.
You got yourself a party.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. I think we can definitely beat it.
Nick in Melbourne. This is your pre-soccer training dinner tonight. What are you having?
Yeah, g'day guys. I'm actually driving there. I'm having a roll with 2 large hot dogs in it with tomato sauce and chili flakes, and it's not that great. And my wife said, you should be eating something better. I said, well, I'm late. I've got to get there, and that's the only thing that's going down with some water.
Hell yeah, Nick, you're double dogging.
Double dogging with some chili flakes. Woo!
Dude, that is going to be repeating on you so hard. You're going to be going through the cones at the start of your training session.
Nick, that is hard to beat. You're in the running at the moment for Australia's worst dinner. Beck in Sydney, what are you currently eating?
Hey guys, I'm currently eating a block of Dara Lee, the Raspberry Bullets milk chocolate block. And that's my dinner tonight.
What?
And
That's decent.
the whole block. I'm halfway in.
Yeah. Well, look. Well,
Are there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild, but it's not double dog.
It's not double
It's
dog.
not double dog with chili flakes on the way to training.
We're on the same page with that one.
Okay.
Is it ropey?
Robbie.
Oh, sorry, mate. What are you having for dinner?
Very good. I'm actually on my way home from work, and luckily my partner is not hearing this at all. But I am currently eating chocolate Oreos and having some coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Once again, mate, it's pretty unhealthy. But I don't think we're beating the double dog tonight.
I don't think so either. Nick in Melbourne, you've got yourself the Guzmani Gomez.
Thank you.
No worries, mate.
There is zero nutritional benefit from a roll and hot dogs. That is
There's a bit of
gross.
protein in it.
Oh, well, congrats, Nick. If you love Guzmani Gomez skin on Chipotle seasoned fries, then you'll love their Cali and nacho fries. Guac and sour cream are included only at GYG.